This is the future, man.
And welcome to Doc Talks, the Academy of Family Physicians of India, International Relations and Collaboration Committee. I'm Dr. Kamlesh Bhargav, your host. Today I'm joined by the remarkable Dr. Zarin, a family medicine specialist who has traveled all over and has a decade of experience across India, Saudi Arabia, and now Dubai, with qualifications from Kerala, London's Royal College of General GPs, and a master's in clinical research from Boston University. She has excelled in patient care, community health, and mentoring the next generation, from founding secretary of AFPI Kerala to her current role at Aster Clinics in Dubai. Dr. Zarin embodies resilience, compassion, and leadership in family medicine. So, a pleasure to welcome you, Dr. Zarin. And the focus of the topic today would be Dr. Zarin has moved or is practicing in Dubai. And the questions we have for her is how can people uh, move to Dubai or get a chance to practice in Dubai? So, over to you, Dr. Zarin.
Thank you, Dr. Kamlesh, for that wonderful introduction. I'm pleased to be here today with the IRCC. So I think we can start our questions.
Tell us, how did you land up in Dubai?
Yeah, so for me, I wanted a mix of professional growth, financial stability, and better quality of life.
Mhm.
I wanted an international exposure, a better work life balance, and the opportunity to work in a multicultural healthcare system.
Mhm.
So when this offer came, yeah, Dubai offered all of this, and yeah, so I just moved.
Okay. So, Dr. Zarin, many young doctors in India are curious about working in the UAE. What would you tell them?
So we have many young doctors right now moving from India to the UAE. So it requires a lot of planning, but it's very doable. Initially, you'll need to go through the licensing process that includes the data flow verification of your degrees and experience. Then you need to take the prometric exam and you'll have to attend an interview when you get a job offer. So the prometric exam, it differs for different emirate region in the UAE. For example, in Dubai, it's the DHA. In Abu Dhabi, it's the DOH. And in Sharjah and the Ministry of Health, it's the MOH exam. So over the years, the process has become smoother, but you need to plan and keep your documents ready and then start the process.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we'll be giving you the links to these various bodies in our comment box or somewhere on our website. The question here I have, Dr. Zarin, is how much time would it take, say, somebody from the time somebody has thought of, I would like to try to go to Dubai, to getting a job?
So yeah, as I said, there is a data flow process, then there is a prometric exam, and then the interview, and then everything that follows. So approximately, it would take like 3 to 6 months, I would say. At times, if you're lucky, the data flow gets completed very quickly, but at times it's delayed, and 3 to 6 months is the usual time.
Oh, that's fast. I think 6 months is not too long by the time you prepare, etc. And what about job opportunities and income expectations?
So family medicine specialists, they can work here in clinics or hospitals. The income ranges from approximately, say, like 6 to 9 lakhs, depending on the emirate region and the clinic or the hospital you work for.
Mhm.
And of late, there are also options to start your own clinics once you become a resident here.
Mhm.
So there are a lot of opportunities coming up right now.
Oh. And I think when people think, oh, 9 lakhs, that's a big amount. Yes, that's a big amount, but you need to remember, is housing and children's education and boarding and etc. and buying a car, everything is you get as a perk, or you have to fend for yourself?
So that would basically depend on the company you work for, but most often you'll have to. There is definitely an HRA, that is a rent allowance, but schooling and yeah, the cars and everything, that all you need to look for yourself.
And there are no taxes in Dubai.
As of now, there are no taxes.
Okay. Good. So let's talk about work schedules. What are your duty timings, and uh, how much holidays in a year do you get, etc.?
So the duty timings, it depends on your employer, but generally for doctors in outpatient clinics, the duty is 8 hours per day. And usually you'll have a morning and an evening shift because most of the patients, they come in the evening hours. And on certain days, it will be like your duty may shift from like 1 to 9 or 2 to 10, depending on your clinic timings. Now, if you work in a hospital, you may have night shifts too. And the weekly off is in a private sector, it's usually 6 days working, while in the ministry, it's 5 days working. And the annual leave, usually it's like 30 days per year, plus you get to have 10 conference leave and 8 to 10 wellness leaves.
Mhm. What about during Eid, the two Eids? How many days holidays do you get?
So that the government decides. Usually it's like 3 to 4 days will be there.
Okay.
And usually they somehow it gets combined with the weekend.
Mhm.
But as for doctors and as the healthcare workers, at times we may not need to work on the day of Eid, but in and around we may have to work because the
Because
clinic never gets off.
right. So
So it depends on your colleagues also. Like you need to adjust your duties with your colleagues, and that's how it works.
So I was just reminded of the fact I worked in Oman in the Sultan Qaboos University. It was a government setting teaching institution, 5 days a week, 60 days holidays in a year. And during Eid, we used to get 9 days, weekend to weekend, and two Eids. It was unbelievable. But that's the point where there's a difference between the government and the private sector. People should remember where they are going into. All right.
Yeah,
All
exactly. Because in the government sector, you'll be able to take the Eid holidays,
Mhm.
but while you're in the private sector, you'll have to adjust your duties with your colleagues. So
Mm.
probably maybe you'll get like 1 or 2 days here and there.
And how's work-life balance as compared to back in India, and especially with the split shifts or the rotating shifts which you have? How do you find that?
So personally, for me, it's much better. Most clinics and hospitals here, they follow a structured working schedule. Of course, it varies depending on whether you're working in a private clinic, hospital, or a polyclinic.
Mhm.
But in general, you do get time for yourself, which is very important for a long-term sustainability.
Mhm.
So the evening hours, yeah, it is during the evening hours that the patients come, and that's when the clinics or the hospitals need you there. But since the duties are already pre-arranged, you can plan your schedules accordingly.
Okay. So it's not bad with the lifestyle, etc. there. And I believe you have one or two children,
I have two kids.
two kids,
My
and
daughter
both
is
going to
in
school.
yeah, my daughter's in grade 11 and son is in grade 6.
Okay, so you are able to look after them, teach them, etc., and do your motherly duties equally well.
Yeah, so far I think I'm meeting their expectations.
I can
It
understand.
just goes, yeah, it goes in a balanced way.
All I can say is mothers are never satisfied. They always feel that they could do more. So not to worry. So uh, we had this question: what does a typical day look like for a family medicine specialist in Dubai? So you mentioned the working hours, but what kinds of cases, etc.
Yeah, so my day usually starts, the clinics usually starts either it's like 9 to 1 or 5 to 9, or it's once a week there's a 9 to 5,
Mhm.
and at times it's like 1 to 9.
Mhm.
And yeah, each day is different. I usually see a mix of expats and locals.
Mhm.
And the cases I see range from acute infections to chronic diseases to preventive care and wellness consults, and sometimes minor procedures if you're willing to do like the suturing, dressing, and stuff.
Mm.
We work closely with the other specialists too, but mostly it's the GP or the FM specialist who is often the first point of contact. And the day is like usually well organized, and you rarely have chaotic shifts. So you can actually plan your day, pursue your hobbies and spend time with your family if you plan well in advance.
Now, do people need to know Arabic if they are practicing there, or you can manage without?
No, definitely you can manage without Arabic. So it's very rarely we get patients who speak only Arabic. But otherwise, it's a mix of the locals and the expats, and even the locals speak English. And even if at all, they don't, right now we have the Google Translator and everything. So Arabic is not a must at all.
Okay. So now coming back to the issue of somebody wants to come to Dubai, how can a family physician in India showcase their work and boost up their CV and resume so that they get accepted and come in front of the queue? Any tips on that?
Yeah, so I would say, there are some ways like first is to build a LinkedIn profile, have a strong LinkedIn account, and where you can showcase any case studies or have a blog written and write your experiences and upload your latest CV. You can also attend international conferences, especially those hosted in the UAE. So you get to meet the doctors here. And having a good social media presence, whether if it's a professional Instagram or like in the LinkedIn that I said, that reflects your areas of interest, research, and so that the companies that are looking for, they also can easily approach you. And most important is networking. So many doctors here, they're open to collaboration if approached with clear ideas. So if you can get contact on LinkedIn, you can approach them, discuss with them, and get more job opportunities that way too.
So get the key message, LinkedIn. You must have a profile there. And once you do that, and it'll guide you how to improve it, boost it up, that will take you forward, whether you are practicing in India or anywhere else in the world. It will showcase you. So what advice would you give to young doctors who are considering a move to UAE?
So first, start by understanding the licensing requirements. So you need to keep all the documents in order, starting from from your MBBS, the MBBS certificate, your DNB certificate, and build some experience in India first, because you need to have 3 years of experience post residency to apply for a specialist post. And my most important advice is don't just come chasing higher salaries, because anyone planning to move here should come for the experience, the exposure, and the professional growth that comes with it. Because once you arrive here, you'll actually realize that there are plenty of ways to spend money here, whether it's in rent, lifestyle, amusements, or just the sheer convenience of everything. So financial discipline is also very important before you step your foot here. So yeah, you need to think of all these and keep your documents ready, and then start applying, and then move on.
Very true. Pearls of wisdom there. People should ask the question, why are they going there? And stick to that. Keep on reminding, why am I here? Because there's so many distractions, especially wadi bashing and sand dunes and whatnot you have. And so you need to take care of that. I can just...
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like you need to know the purpose of coming here. So that will decide, how you'll move on.
I can just share with you my story. I went in 1987 to Oman. I thought I'll make 10 lakhs of rupees, and then when I come back, I'll have an income of about, with 10% interest, 10,000 rupees a month, and that's it. But as things would have happened, they liked me, I liked them, and I stayed back for 25 years. Having said that, the contract is only for 2 years, and it's renewable. It's you don't get a blanket for no. So every 2 years, but went on, and I think I rose from a registrar to a senior consultant and then a program director and all that. So the opportunities are endless, but still you need to work hard and take care. And one thing we can say, and you can endorse me on that, Dr. Zain, Indians are the preferred nationality. At least they were there in Oman. Uh, so they have a very good rating and standing. So we do have, nationally, we have an edge. Do you
Yeah,
agree?
exactly. Even here in UAE, it's the Indians that makes the yeah, wherever you can see Indians.
Mhm. So before we wrap up, Dr. Zain, what's one thing you generally love about working in the world?
So I think it's the cultural diversity, no doubt.
Mhm.
So now when it comes to patients, I get to treat patients from over 10 to 15 nationalities every day.
Mhm.
And every patient teaches me something new.
Mhm.
Like it's not that I just know about the disease. I need to know about their culture, their food habits, their lifestyle to actually give them a proper treatment. Like for example, if I have a Korean patient and if I need to advise him or her on the dietary modification, I need to know like what's typical in a Korean cuisine, like whether it's a rice-based meal or whether it's the soups, and then I should tailor my recommendations in a culturally respectful way to what they prefer.
Mm.
So that kind of exposure actually sharpens your clinical skills, and it also deepens the connection with the patients.
Mm. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Zarin, for sharing your thoughts. And for those who are listening, we would be putting the links in there, and also on the AFPI website. We do have a tab for AFPI IRCC. We'll share the links. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, doctor. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay.
This is the future, man.